This is the PNGTV Live News. I'm Quintina Naime. Geology experts have called on professionals to do their part in educating the public in their respective fields of study. Papua New Guinean geologist Louis Hombo and Rodney Dewan made the comments in light of unconfirmed rumors in the public and on social media regarding certain methods of mining being linked to the recent devastating earthquake. Kaligan Tanda with more.
The responsibility lies on professionals, so it's good to come out and.
With the 7.5 magnitude earthquake being the main topic of recent public forums, the need for professional opinion is a must to dispel unfounded accusations and misconceptions. Louis Hombo, a geologist of 11 years' experience in the oil and gas sector, believes this must be a conviction among professionals to educate the people on issues many would have little knowledge of.
Everybody needs to be educated. I mean, it's our part as geologists or other scientists out there to educate the public. We have to be out there to tell the public that such things happen. So they have their right in their own opinion. I mean, I don't blame them. I see these things, but I can't blame these people what they think. That's their opinion. And for us as professionals, we have to educate in a way that we have to get the message out there.
She made the comments in light of unsubstantiated claims on social media that extraction methods in the oil and gas fields in the quake-hit areas probably caused the devastation. One particular method being highlighted in the claims was hydraulic fracturing, or commonly referred to as fracking. Geology tutor at the University of Papua New Guinea, Rodney Dewan, dispels the rumor of fracking, saying that this method has not been practiced yet, due to the oil-bearing rock in PNG needing only conventional methods of extraction rather than fracking.
The main reservoir rock up there is sandstone. So it's called the Toro sandstone. So most of the hydrocarbons are trapped in these anticlines. So we're actually using conventional technology. If you talk about fracking, it's something where we're not there yet. It hasn't come to our shores as yet. So we're only focused on extracting conventional hydrocarbons. That's why fracking is out of the question.
Meantime, one of the project developers, Oil Search Limited, states earthquakes in PNG are a natural response of the Earth's crust to pressure that builds up at tectonic plate boundaries, which is where PNG sits. Oil Search highlights these earthquakes have nothing to do with any oil and gas activities in PNG. The company maintains that it does not use hydraulic fracturing or fracking in its operation. The technique is commonly used at the unconventional oil and gas industry to create permeability and stimulate hydrocarbon production from rock that has very poor or no reservoir potential. Oil Search states that this technology is not relevant to PNG's high-quality reservoirs. Kalagantanda, PNGTV Live.
The Director General of PNG APEC Coordination Authority, Sir Charles Lapani, commends Australia for the technical assistance towards micro to small medium enterprises, or MSME, which is a critical element of hosting APEC. Selepani says Australia has done a tremendous job in engaging MSMEs and exposing their potential to grow through APEC. He says MSMEs are a way forward which PNG can showcase for its other APEC economies. He highlights APEC is delivering a sustainable package of infrastructure and MSMEs for future business growth. APEC is the largest event ever staged in PNG, and PNG is also trying to showcase what we have to the rest of the world, our culture and biodiversity. The National Capital District has set up a relief appeal for the earthquake-stricken provinces in the Highlands region. City Governor Powes Pakop has welcomed the government's initiative to declare state of emergency. Tents will be set up outside the City Hall on Monday for city residents and business houses to drop off their donations. City Governor Powes Pakop calls on all people in the nation's capital, especially the corporate and business sector, including the banks, to give generously to help the relief effort.
Let's all come together. Let's show that at this time when our people need us, we might not be there in big ways, but we can be there morally and in some material way. If you don't have money, donate clothes. In a material way, you will touch our people. You will help them to rehabilitate. You will help them to recover. You will tell them that they know that we are one country, one people. When times are tough like this, we stand by each other, support each other, encourage each other and lift each other up to recover and our country can go forward.
Governor Parkop will lead the earthquake relief walk for life this Sunday, commencing at 5 a.m. from Murray Barracks to Paga Hill. Parkop encourages everyone to join him on the walk and give their total support in whichever way they can.
Since the earthquake, a lot of people have come forward to want to do something. In the city, people want to do something. They want to contribute, whether big or small. They want to show the grief and reach out to our people in the affected provinces. And we are a bit slow. I'm not happy that we are slow, because relief should be instant, the 3 hours in terms of disaster management.
Digital Cup team Mendy Muruks and Southern Highlands Relief Team will be joining the Governor's Walk this Sunday. You're watching PNGTV Live News. More after this break. Welcome back. You're watching PNGTV Live News. 2 teams will coordinate relief efforts for earthquake-stricken Southern Highlands Province. One team will be based in Mendy and the other in Port Moresby, as revealed by Southern Highlands Governor William Powie this afternoon. Kaligan Tanda reports.
We have never had damages of this magnitude.
With the national government recently announcing 450 million kina for the earthquake response and relief exercise, effective coordination is needed as more offers of help come in for the people of the devastated areas. Southern Highlands Governor William Powie has seen the help offered by partners, friends and donors for the plight of his people. He made mention of the Australian High Commissioner, His Excellency Bruce Davis, offer of assistance in logistics and personnel.
He is prepared to really support and send medical supplies and all that to the Southern Highlands, and also to send in personnel who can help with taking stock of all the damages that have been done. So we thank the Australian High Commission for coming to our assistance.
Powie also mentioned project developers, ExxonMobil and Oil Search, who are prepared to assist with medical supplies and helicopters to assess the devastation. He said the first thing at hand is to set up disaster committees to coordinate the relief effort in both Mendy and Port Moresby.
And the most important thing that we have done is to establish a disaster coordination team in Mendy, identify who our officials are on the ground, and we also have a disaster coordination team that will assist me in Port Moresby to coordinate support and assistance that are coming from different sectors of the community.
Governor Powie urged all public servants, community leaders, churches and the people in the province for their understanding and cooperation at this challenging time. He also stated that all appeals for Southern Highlands relief efforts must work concurrently with his 2 disaster committees, whose members were also present at the press conference. Kalagantanda, PNGTV Live.
Prime Minister Peter O'Neill has urged all levels of government to continue to work effectively towards bridging the gap between rural and urban centres. O'Neill, while closing the 6th National Leaders Summit today, reaffirmed that the government is firm on delivering on its priorities under the Second Alatau Accord, but requires a collective effort from MPs and the public service to do so. Gregory Avira reports.
As the Prime Minister said,
since 2013, the National Leaders Summit has provided an avenue for members from all levels of government and heads of state agencies to come together. Like past gatherings, this year's summit saw presentations from departments and state agencies and discussions on challenges faced and solutions to effectively implement policies and government objectives. Prime Minister Peter O'Neill, while acknowledging the reports presented, highlighted the need for continued diligence in ensuring services are delivered and government objectives are met, more so in the district and ward level.
we have a lot of work that we have to do, but the messages that we clearly coming out from this particular summit is very clear, that we need to do more to build bridge the gap between our most remotest communities all around the country and those of us who will live in urban cities and towns.
O'Neill adds the scheduled summits each year has seen an improvement in information sharing, especially between the national government and leaders and agencies on ground in the respective provinces. With the need for effective service delivery throughout the country, the Prime Minister has given assurance that areas outlined in the second Alot Accord will continue to be priority.
We set priorities. We set priorities that we believe it's consistent with the national government policy. The focus is still the same.
The 3-day event concluded today. Gregory Avira, PNGTV Live.
Papua New Guinea is shifting its economy from a resource-based economy to one that is more knowledge-based. This is an opportunity for this year's host economy to gather the best practices from all over the APEC region to smoothen this transition. Chief Executive Officer and Chair of the PNG Science and Technology Council, Professor Teatulohi Matanaho, says in a knowledge-based economy, more emphasis is placed on innovation and international cooperation. Professor Matanaho was part of a gathering of international technology transfer professionals from all over the Asia-Pacific region. The group released a manual that creates uniformity in the processes and aligns platforms used for transferring innovative technology from economy to economy. The manual's release is aligned with Papua New Guinea's theme for APEC this year, harnessing inclusive opportunities, embracing the digital future, which puts emphasis on using technology in order to afford small businesses and industries an equal shot at reaching international markets and accessing tools for innovation. The workshop was organized through APEC's Cross-Border Science and Technology Innovation and Connectivity Forum. It is one of many projects being conducted through meetings in Port Moresby. It will culminate with the first senior officials meeting on the 8th to the 9th of March. The Royal Papua New Guinea Constabulary Water Police are currently being trained to use jet skis supplied through the Papua New Guinea-Australia Policing Partnership. 6 high-powered jet skis enhance the RPNGC fleet of vessels to be used over the APEC period, providing maritime security support. The 19 police members attached to the Water Police Directorate in Port Moresby are undertaking 3-day courses over the next 3 weeks. The training using jet skis is under instruction from Australian maritime jet ski experts from the New South Wales Maritime Division, who also train Australian police forces in jet ski use. A veteran at the Water Police, Senior Constable David Keller, says these are an incredible piece of equipment capable of about 60 knots. He reveals the training they are receiving is of the highest standard, bringing them up to world standards in water police capability, and is proud to be part of this. Maritime Advisor under the PNG APP program, Inspector Glenn Fennis, says the jet skis will be used for general safety and policing patrols, as well as providing security searches under shipping wharves and vessel interception during APEC-related events. This jet ski course is the first of its kind in PNG, and after 3 weeks of intensive training, our PNGC water police instructors will be qualified to carry any additional training in jet ski use into the future. Quintina, Naime, PNGTV Live. Oil Search has begun a comprehensive assessment of the scale of the damage in many of the communities in Southern Highlands and Hela provinces. This follows Monday's 7.5 earthquake and subsequent major and frequent aftershocks. This would also involve the delivery of much-needed urgent aid and medical support to affected areas in coordination with relief efforts of government agencies and other parties. Kaligan Tanda reports.
Oil Search Managing Director Peter Botten says the company's focus had been on ensuring its staff and facilities are safe, and that important infrastructure such as camps, roads and airstrips were made serviceable to support relief efforts. The company's recent demobilization efforts have seen the evacuation of more than 600 people in the last 48 hours after camp facilities sustained significant damage. Botten says they are now addressing the urgent needs of the affected communities by providing food, water, basic accommodation needs and medical support. This is being done in conjunction with the National Disaster and Emergency Management Centre and provincial governments, along with the Oil Search Foundation. The company's Moro base is being utilized as a coordination point for delivery of aid supplies to the area. Oil Search helicopters are also being used for distribution to the communities. Botten says they are working with the community leaders to coordinate delivery of relief, and through their logistical support are ensuring relief efforts get to people even in the most remote areas. The Hela Provincial Health Authority, under the leadership of Dr. James Quintina, is undertaking a detailed assessment of all affected health facilities. Kalagantanda, PNGTV Live.
Meantime, Digital Cup Club PRK Mendi Muruks and Mendi Rugby League have come forward to assist in raising funds for those affected by the recent earthquake. The club chairman, Isaac Joseph, says the Muruks have a large following and it is an ideal avenue to drive fundraising efforts. Gregory Avira reports.
It has been 4 days since the 7.5 magnitude quake hit the Southern Islands and neighboring provinces. The devastating natural disaster has displaced many families, with many properties destroyed. While relief efforts are yet to be properly coordinated, the club and league administration in the province has extended an appeal for support.
If you have something, even an extra shirt or an extra, tent or an extra stuff, please, I want you, and I have all Southern Islands out there. If you are in Mosby, come to Apex Park. It's at 4 Mile, somewhere there. We create a Facebook page about that, and Mendi Muruks, since we are leading and we are using this as a vehicle, we put in about 1,000 kina to open the first account, and the account we call it the PNG, Southern Islands Relief Fund, and driven by PRK Mendi Muruks and Mendi Rugby Football League.
While the full extent of the damage is yet to be properly assessed, many people continue to suffer. The group has opened up a trust account and has planned activities to raise funds. These include 2 friendly matches for Port Moresby and Lae in the coming weeks.
On the 10th of March, we will be moving over to Lae. We have a dinner program set up for Lae, and then that's on Saturday. And we have after the corporate dinner, we have the Mendi Muruks and Lae Snacks Tigers game on the 11th, on Sunday. So that's the first of the 2 trial matches. And then on the 17th of March, we have a corporate dinner here in Port Moresby. And on the 18th, we are hosting the Wigmen and the Mendi Muruks here in Port Moresby.
The first fundraising event will be at the Apex Park in Boroko tomorrow at 3 p.m. The group is appealing for support from the general public, either in cash or kind. Gregory Avira, PNGTV Live.
You're watching PNGTV Live News. More after this break. Welcome back. You're watching PNGTV Live News. Musicians from the Southern Highlands province have come together to stage a concert for the earthquake relief. Female musician Elizabeth Tandoa and big-name artist Augustine Emil came up with this initiative to give back to their people and help those in need following the 7.5 magnitude earthquake. The earthquake relief concert with the theme Musicians Unite for Disaster Appeal is scheduled for Saturday the 10th of March in Port Moresby. Few musicians have already raised their hands to be part of the concert, including Daddy G, B Red, K Duman, Asimba Band, and Pesap's Band. Tandoa appeals to musicians from Hela and Southern Highlands to come on board and use their talent to assist the most vulnerable people affected by the disastrous earthquake. She says now is not the time to sit back and depend on the government, but the country must come together and give their support.
Do this without being paid. Do this for our people who are suffering and dying out there. We cannot point our fingers to the government saying that our politicians in Hela and Southern Islands are not doing anything. Whatever they can do at their level is theirs. What can we do as small people? What can we do for our people? What can I as an individual do for that very person who is dying out there being covered by soil?
Tandoa calls on the public to be positive on getting the much-needed relief efforts to those affected and stop the criticism on social media.
I want to challenge those people who are so negative, trying to bounce back fingers to our politicians. That's not the way to look at things. Let's look at this in a positive way, forget about the political differences. We have people that need our help. And I want us to come out and help in whatever little ways we can do.
Augustine Emil appeals to all other musicians from the other provinces to join hands and be part of the earthquake relief concert.
I invite all other musicians from other provinces who can come on board and support us for this worthy cause. Like Elizabeth has said, be red, and some other guys that I've contacted yesterday, Azimba, I think most of them will come.
Entry tickets and the concert venue will soon be announced, and all proceeds will go towards the NCD relief appeal for the earthquake-stricken provinces. Quintina, Naime, PNGTV Live. To sporting news, schools throughout Port Moresby and nearby schools from the Central Province have been invited to register to participate in the AFL PNG's school competition, which commences on the 10th of March. Registration will take place during the annual gala day tomorrow at the Colts Oval. Over 30,000 students have been involved in AFL PNG school program in Port Moresby, Central Province and the rest of the Southern Region. AFL PNG Southern Region Development Manager Joe Maggio tells PNGTV 13 schools have shown interest to register for the school competition.
No, we've reached out to Karukuhiri as well, so we've got some schools out there from that areas. For the NCD, all the schools have been invited, and they've shown interest in attending. We've also invited schools as far as Papa, Koderica, Subway, and Tubusere, and even a school up the highway, our Badin Primary. So they've all shown interest in coming in.
Maggio encourages kids to take up the sport to learn useful skills before venturing into other sporting codes.
Because AFL is a very skillful game. It involves a lot of skills. So it's up to you kids. You come around, enjoy the game, learn as much as you can, and your future is up to you. Whatever sport you want to go and take part in, it's all up to you. But our program is to just try to make you a better player.
The gala day will also see awareness messages carried out to the students.
During the gala day, we go out and we give out like lifestyle messages, as well as like health, anti-violence, and inclusive, which is like disability and all that. And this year, I really want us to push on these school fights. I want us to really address that during the gala day. So we'll try to kick that out of our school system.
The main aim of the school competition is to select players to represent PNG for the under-14 Kurakoms and under-16 Binatang teams. The Hebel PNG Barramandis are ready to play the first World Cup qualifier against United Arab Emirates this Sunday. This match comes after Barramandis' warm-up games against Scotland and Zimbabwe ended in defeats. Cricket PNG national team coach Joe Dawes has now had some time with the team and is overseeing preparations as he began his role a few weeks back. The coach reveals the results are disappointing, but the boys are working hard with signs of improvement. The team has not scored over 200 runs in either warm-up matches. The coach says betting has been a real issue, with the players struggling against spin, and as a betting unit, they haven't scored 100 for 12 months. This is their main concern as the young bowling group works for consistency, and each game has to be won in order to remain in contention for a qualifying spot at the Summer Spectacular in England next year. Barramandis will be hoping for a good start to their tournament to boost their chances of a English summer. And that's where we end the PNGTV News Bulletin. From myself and the news team, good night.